Hey guys, what is going on? This is iAppleGeek. Today I want to show you guys 10 tweaks for your newly jailbroken iOS 11 device. For those of you active in the jailbreak community and have jailbroken your devices with the new Electra jailbreak, these tweaks are for you. Alright, so it's been a little while since I've made one of these videos, so I decided to throw in a couple of older tweaks along with a bunch of new ones for iOS 11. All of these tweaks are free. There are going to be other sources you may need to add. I will have those in the description. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first tweak I wanted to talk about is a tweak called Flame. Flame is going to allow you to have other actions inside of your Cydia application. So for example, inside of your sources, if you have a bunch of sources and you want to, let's say, copy and paste the source, you can do that with this tweak. All you have to do is hold down on that source. It will bring up the share sheet, which is actually really convenient. Now, of course, this isn't the only feature. There's a bunch of other ones. If we jump into settings, as you guys can see, here's a kill switch for the tweak. Inside of options, you can have different options like a default page. And here you can also customize the global tint, which is pretty interesting. So if we exit out of Cydia, you can go back into it. You can see some of the tint is like really weird. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to a darker red. How about that? And when we go back into Cydia, you can see that it is customized just like that with a red icon down here, red text up top. Besides, it really matches my Red Dragon iPhone 6s. Alright, so the next tweak I wanted to talk about is VideoHUD. What this will do is bring the iOS 11 heads-up display for changing volume system-wide. So for example, if I wanted to change my volume, you can see that the heads-up display is now like in the video player. And this will work in any app. It's pretty universal, works in games and stuff like that. We've been asking for this feature for a long time. Apple still has not given it to us, and this is a great way to add that to your device. Alright, so the next tweak I wanted to talk about is called ForceInPicture. So if you're watching a video inside of Safari, there will now be a split screen feature like on the iPads right up here. Go ahead and click on that, and it will pop out the video just like that. In picture you can exit Safari, go into another app maybe, and your video will still be playing, which is actually really cool. You can pinch to resize, you can play, pause it. This is really convenient. You want to pop it back into Safari, just tap that button, bang, you are back. Next up, we have a tweak called Lithium Ion. This is a battery theming tool for your iPhone. So as you guys can see up here, my battery is kind of this little weird dot pattern. That's Lithium Ion. So if we go into the settings, Lithium Ion, you can see that in the different themes, you can choose from all these different themes, and it's great for the iPhone 10 if you want a battery percentage in the corner without the actual battery percentage. So if I actually go and turn off battery percentage, you can see that I still have the little circle with a number inside of it. So Lithium Ion battery theming tool. Now, for those of you who pay close attention to detail, you may have noticed that there are no large titles inside the apps that I go into. Like settings, there's no big settings text. Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, inside of settings, you can see that there's a huge settings right here, and there isn't over here. Well, that's because Apple decided that for the iPhone 10, we need to have extra space up top or whatever. But if you're not a fan of these large titles, there's actually a tweak to get rid of them. It's called NoLargeTitles. It basically shrinks down the giant text into what it was before iOS 11. Alright, so next up we have a tweak called DismissProgress. And this basically gives you a cancel button or a close button on the Cydia install screen. So if I went ahead and reinstalled or removed this tweak, if I accidentally forgot to add in other tweaks before respringing my device, I don't have to hit the respring button. I can just hit close up here, and it'll take me back to Cydia. I can finish up whatever business I may have forgotten. Or maybe the tweak you installed doesn't need a respring. This is a great tweak just to give you that extra functionality. RealCC gives you back the real control center toggles on iOS 11. Now, of course, you guys probably already know this, but inside of iOS 11, the control center toggles doesn't really turn off. As I mentioned in my battery saving video, it doesn't actually turn off inside of settings. It kind of just disconnects, which is really lame. If you really wanted to turn off Bluetooth, that's why you hit turn off Bluetooth. RealCC gives you back that functionality from iOS 10. So if we go ahead and click the Bluetooth button or Wi-Fi, it will go ahead and actually turn it off. So if we go into settings and Bluetooth, you can see that it's actually off. Now, of course, you got to have that 5-icon dock. This is 5-icon dock 11, updated for iOS 11. So add 5 icons to your dock with this tweak. Next up, we have a tweak called detailed battery usage. Now, this is something Apple should have added in a long time ago, but they did not. But for us jailbreakers, we can get that and much more with this tweak. As you guys can see here, inside my battery settings, you can see the battery level, how it's been used throughout the day, last 24 hours, total drain, active usage, and if we go to last 7 days, you can see how much I've used this device in the last 7 days, and all the little activities that actually use battery in the background. Also, if you scroll down further, you can see your internal battery information. You can see what your actual battery level is, whether you're charging or not, how much of your original capacity you have, charge cycle count, battery health, all of that, and a whole bunch of other big words. I just think this is a really thorough tweak. It must have for any jailbreaker. Now, as you know, the power button on the side of the device can actually be pretty finicky. Before, with the smaller iPhones, you could just press up top. It was easy to reach. Not so much with these newer iPhones, especially if you have a Plus model iPhone, it can be pretty hard to reach. So this last tweak is called double tap lock. This will give you a secondary lock gesture right on your home screen. So all you have to do is double tap on your home screen and it locks your device. Just like that. You want to see that again? Let's see it again. Double tap. Lock. Alright, if I can count to 10 correctly, I believe that is 10 tweaks, but wait, there's more. Here come the bonus tweaks. This is traditional on my channel for my tweak videos. Let's get started. The first one is called BounceNotify 8. This has not been updated for iOS 11, but it does still work. As you guys can see there, my mail icon has been jumping around the entire video. I hope you noticed. The next bonus tweak is called Cask. This also has not yet been updated for iOS 11, but it does work like this. It just has this little flow animation. It does work in other apps. You can see that in my Twitter feed, if I scroll around, it does have that flowy animation. And the last tweak on my list is called Zeppelin. This has not been updated for iOS 11 either, but it still seems to work fine. What this allows you to do is put a theme of an icon or something like that into the status bar, just like that, a little Pac-Man. Can install more packages from Cydia, or you can design your own. I may show you how to do that in another video. Be sure you let me know in the comments. But anyways, guys, that is all I have for this video. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, be sure you hit that like button, share the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.